In the 1400s, Portugal was a small country on the western edge of Europe. It had no great rivers and no great plains. And yet, it built a maritime network stretching from Brazil to the Indian Ocean to Japan. Every European power shared the same problem. Profitable trade routes to Asia ran through the Ottoman Empire and Italian city-states, who took a cut at every stage. Portugal had an Atlantic coastline and a monarchy willing to fund exploration. Under Prince Henry the Navigator, Portugal began systematically mapping the African coast. Not for adventure but for infrastructure. By 1488, they rounded the Cape of Good Hope, and a decade later Vasco da Gama reached India. This was a direct sea route to Asian spices, with far fewer intermediaries and fewer tolls. The empire that followed was built around these fortified trading posts, not territorial conquest. Goa, Malacca, Hormuz. Control the ports, tax the ships, and dominate the choke points where commerce had to pass. For several decades it worked, and Lisbon became one of the wealthiest cities in Europe. And the Dutch, who had studied the Portuguese model and were building better financed versions of it. The Dutch East India Company raised capital at a scale Portugal's crown couldn't. So Portugal lost its positions, but the model survived. The Strait of Hormuz, the same choke point Portugal fought to control in 1515, still carries roughly 20% of the world's oil today.